Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to address the question which has been put to me. That is, how different is the IGCSE education system of UK from the ICSE education system of India, and what is the acceptability of the same in colleges in India and worldwide? I'll take the first part of the question first. Uh, there are a few differences between how the ICSE system works and how the IGCSE system works. In ICSE, we start with nursery and pre-KG, KG, and then you have your primary section from class 1 to 5, your secondary from class 6 to 10, and in your 10th standard you give your first board exams, after which you have your 11th, and then your 12th is which you have your higher secondary, and which is your second board exams, post which you apply for colleges, and either with your 12th score, or some of them like the IITs or medical, depending on what you wish to pursue. They also have their own individual entrance exams which you provide, you sort of prepare for, and for your undergrad. And then you have your post graduation available as MBA or PhD, depending on what you wish to pursue, which again have their own individual entrance exams. In UK, they start with lower primary, which is, so firstly, it's a very simple calculation. You just sort of add one. It's not called class 1 2, you call it levels. And so pretty much a child who is in class 1 here is in level 2 over there. So your level 1 and 2 is your lower primary. Level 3 to 6, which is pretty much class 2 to 5 of India, is your primary in IGCSE, and your level 7 to 9, which is your class 6 to 8 equivalent of India, is your lower secondary. And now the major difference, the you study class 10th over here for the boards in 1 year, but over there, after your lower secondary finishes at level 9, you prepare for your IGCSE boards over 2 years. So effectively, if you compare, you don't have a class 9 curriculum as such. You finish your level 9, and then you study for your IGCSEs for 2 years. Again, there's a huge difference here how the boards work. You get to choose how many subjects you wish to appear for, which is not the case in ICSE. You do need to appear for all the papers, which is your languages and your math, science, and geography, history, civics, economics, and computers. But in UK, in the IGCSE curriculum, the core subjects are mandatory, which is your English and your math and your science. But you have a choice as to which other subjects which you take. You can take up to 10 subjects, and they also give you a choice as to whether you want to break those up and appear for the boards for half of the subjects at the end of 1 year, and then the next year you give the other half. Now, they also conducts the examinations. Unlike our board exams in India, which happen once a year, they conduct them twice a year in May and October, November, and it doesn't matter which of them you appear for. Another big difference is that in math, for example, you have a core level and then you have an advanced level. So a child who knows that he or he is not interested in taking up courses which need math at an advanced level, whether it's architecture or engineering or anything like that, then they do not need to take the advanced course. They can take the core paper, and they will be fine. With science also, you have a choice. A child who is not interested in pursuing a career or a degree level in courses which need science and math as core, uh, they have the option to either take individual papers of physics, chemistry, or biology, or they have the option to go for a combined paper which has one third portion of each together. So that's one paper of science instead of three, or coordinated sciences, which is It breaks up the syllabus for the three subjects over two papers. So that counts for two IGCSEs. So this is a huge amount of flexibility, and it's completely student based. So it's not really something which is mandatory and one approach fit all up, which is happening. It's based on the students' abilities and their interests as to what they wish to pursue. So it's not putting undue pressure on a child to study everything. They can choose to focus on the subjects which they are strong at or they wish to pursue, later on at university level. So you really choose the subjects after your level 9 and you study them over a course of 2 years. So that also cuts down the pressure of the board exam because they're getting more time to prepare for the subjects of their choice. They do have the ability to choose a paper in IGCSE which they did not appear for at lower secondary level. To give an example, my elder son did not take history at lower secondary level when he enrolled for level 9 at IGCSE. However, he does plan to take up history at the IGCSE level because he went through the curriculum and he really found it very interesting. That flexibility is there. However, do keep this in mind that at when you go further than your IGCSEs, which is at the India level, the 11th standard, and then your 12th higher secondary boards, there you have your AS and then your A levels. So your A levels is equivalent of your 12th boards in India, and post A levels over there you apply for the universities of your choice, and based on which ones you want to pursue. And that's where the you need to make sure which subjects you're selecting, because in the A levels you only can appear for those papers which you have taken at your IGCSE board level. So at that time, if say my child would like to take up a subject which he did not appear for in his IGCSEs, then he cannot take it at the A levels. So when you all are sort of trying to decide which subjects your child should do at the lower secondary level, then you sort of if you're ruling out a certain subject, then you need to make sure that they don't wish to pursue that later. So these are the major differences between the how the education system works, the flexibility it offers, and the acceptability part. The A levels and the IGCSE scores are accepted worldwide, including India. So, with the, for example, A level scores, they can apply to the IITs, they can apply to universities in India, as well as, I mean, obviously in UK, but also in US, Germany, Australia, wherever. If you need a more detailed and specific list, it's there on their website, actually, even country wise. So, if you wish to check for a specific college and whether these scores are accepted, then that's available on the Wolsey Hall Oxford website. So I hope this answers the question about the differences between how the curriculum works and the acceptability of the same.